you struggling to figure out high school classes? Perhaps you are wondering what the point of AP classes are. Or maybe you would like to learn how to prepare for tests like the SAT or apply for colleges? Hello friends, I'm Crystal and today I'll be giving high school advice. I just graduated this year and I had a lot of stress figuring out high school, so I would like to save you from that. I'll be splitting this video into sections and I'll put the times for each part in the description as well as the comments, so you guys can go to whatever section interests you. The first topic we'll be covering is choosing your classes. There are certain requirements and classes that you need to take in order to graduate from high school, and those are known as the A through G requirements. You will also have some spaces for electives. Your elective is basically a class that you use to explore anything you're interested in, or maybe you can try something new. Your counselor will also help you while you're choosing your classes, and if you have any questions, they can answer pretty much all of them. I also recommend asking the upperclassmen in your school about any classes that you're unsure about, how the workload is, and their advice, especially if it's a class that they've already taken. If they haven't taken it, then hopefully they can connect you to someone that has. Once you have a general idea of your classes, you can then decide whether you want to take more advanced ones, which are called APs. There are not AP classes for everything, and most of the time you have to take regular classes to level up and qualify for AP classes. AP classes are a lot more work than regular ones, but there are benefits to taking them. One, they prepare you for college-style classes because they require you to do a lot of self-studying, and colleges like to see that you have taken them in order to know that you can handle college work. If you think you'll do worse in an AP class, it's better to get a B in an AP class than an A in a regular one, because it shows colleges that you are willing to take on challenges and step a bit out of your comfort zone to try something that might be difficult for you. If you don't know, a B in an AP class is weighed the same as an A in a regular class. However, if you think you're going to fail the AP class, don't take it. Most importantly, AP classes can give you college credit if you pass the exam. I took 9 AP exams in high school and I passed all of them, so I have 47 credits going into college. On average, you finish 30 credits in 1 year of college, but since I have 47 units, I am technically entering college as a sophomore or a second year student. My APs covered a lot of my general education classes. This saves a lot of money because I paid a bit less than $900 for the AP exams, and it covered 15 college classes, which would have cost me about $12,000 if I were to take them in college. So I saved over $11,000 by taking AP exams. But whether or not your AP exams can cover college classes depends on the college you're going to and what you're majoring in. The grades for AP exams are 1 through 5. 1 and 2 means that you have failed and you won't get any credit for it, while 3, 4, and 5 means that you have passed. But some colleges still won't give you credit or full credit for a 3 or even a 4. So if you know which college you want to go to, you can look up AP credit for, let's say, Donut College, and they'll tell you what scores they accept. On top of that, some majors require you to take certain classes even if you pass the AP test for it. For example, if you're going into the medical field, you would have to retake biology, chemistry, and I think physics. I'm not too sure because I'm majoring in business, but I do know that you have to retake science classes even if you scored a 5 on them if you're entering the medical field. However, you should still take those AP science classes if you want to become a doctor, because it'll help a lot if you already know the content. Also, when you apply for college and you declare a pre-medicine or biology major, a student that has taken multiple AP science classes is going to look a lot more appealing than one who hasn't. If you have a choice of taking a regular class or an AP class in a core subject, go with the AP class unless you're absolutely sure that you can't handle it. In my junior year, I was taking AP Language, AP Calc, AB, and AP Physics, and I almost didn't take AP US History because I didn't know if I would be able to handle 4 AP classes. I last minute switched over to AP US History, and I did manage to get all A's my junior year at the cost of my sanity and a couple years of my life. It really depends on you and the school you're at. I felt pressured to take them in order to remain competitive with my classmates, because a lot of them were taking 4 AP classes and some of them even took 5. However, I still think it was worth it because now I don't need to take those classes in college. If your school doesn't offer a lot of AP classes, don't fret. Take whatever they offer if it interests you. Colleges will take into account that there wasn't a large variety for you to choose from. So the bottom line is, take as many AP classes as you can handle and pass those exams. Now that you are in some AP classes, here are some test taking and studying tips. These tips actually apply to any test and not just AP ones. Number 1, focus, take notes, learn during class, and do the homework that is assigned. This is extremely important. If you don't understand the lesson, ask a friend or the teacher to explain it to you that same day. A lot of learning is accumulative and built upon previous lessons, so if you currently don't understand something, it's going to be harder for you to learn something else in the future. Also, it will be much easier to learn slowly and consistently over a long period of time instead of trying to cram everything in your brain before the test. Understand things as you go and then review. Also, as you go along, I recommend creating a summary sheet or guide that you'll be able to look back on. For example, in the back of my calculus notebook, I included all the different formulas and theorems so I'll be able to quickly find them and look back at them to refresh my memory instead of flipping through a bunch of pages. I also included a table of contents in case I needed to completely go over the lesson. By keeping your notes organized, everything will be easier to look for and reference in the future. When studying specifically for AP exams, all previous tips apply, but you can also get prep books to help study for the AP exam. I recommend only buying ones on subjects that you really need help with if you're taking multiple AP exams, because I guarantee you will not have time to finish those prep books unless you are very diligent. These are the only prep books that I bought, and I looked at maybe a quarter of each book, if that. I only did like 10 problems out of my calc book. It looks brand new, it's in pristine condition. The one book that I did finish was for AP World History, which was taken in the good old days when I only had one AP class. I wish I could show it to you guys, but it got thrown away after my brother didn't need it anymore. The next topic is preparing for the SAT. I recommend getting the black book. You know, whenever I tell people to get the black book, they always look confused but try to hide it because they can't tell if I'm joking or not. And I always had to say, it's literally called the black book. Make sure you get the second edition. The black book, along with some practice tests that I printed out from College Board, are the only things I used to study for the SAT, and these are the scores that I got. I feel like I could have gotten a better score my last time, but I took it like 2 months into senior year when I was really stressed and my mental state wasn't doing so well. Anyways, I didn't take any SAT classes, which I know can be really expensive. Some of them can cost thousands of dollars. If you can afford it, good for you, but if you can't, this $30 book, some self-discipline and practice are all you need. Make sure you get the book months before your test so you have enough time to read through it and practice. If the first time you open the black book is the day before the test, good luck. Okay, you need time and practice for the information to absorb, and this book has a lot of information. I even set a schedule for myself, and I was still cramming the day before the test. Although that's probably just because I can't stick to my schedule. I forgot to mention that you should take the SAT with the essay. It's not required, but it is highly recommended. Tips about writing the essay are also included in the black book. I didn't do very well on the essays because it's the last thing I studied, and also I'm just terrible at writing. Another standardized test that you can take if you don't want to do the SAT is the ACT. Colleges say that they look at both equally, so choosing one or the other shouldn't affect your chances of getting in. I never took the ACT, but apparently it's easier for people who are better at math and science than English, so I probably should have taken it because my English is terrible, but I didn't have the time or the energy to study for a completely different test. I wanted to focus all of my effort on one of them, and it just happened to be the SAT. Another tip that a friend told me is that when you're applying for colleges, make sure you send in all of your SAT and ACT scores, not just your best one. Because she did not, and now she's having a bit of trouble figuring that out with her college. Speaking of colleges, next up is applying for colleges. Start early, okay? Make sure you start very, very early. Look up the colleges that you're interested in applying to, make sure they have the major that you're interested in, and then see what you need to turn in. Start writing those essays and prompts the summer after junior year. I started writing mine in October, and the deadline for most colleges is in December, and let me tell you, it was so stressful. If you have to, take a couple of days off of school to write and perfect those essays. Personally, I was so involved with my extracurriculars and academics that I didn't have enough time to make my college applications as good as they could have been. The whole point of high school is to prepare for college, but because of high school, I couldn't make an amazing application for college. Like, how ironic is that? I might make a separate video about applying for colleges, so let me know in the comment section if you have any questions about it. This video is more focused on academics, and the next video will be more focused on extracurriculars, high school expectations, drama, haters, the good stuff. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it, and let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like me to cover. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!